Are you a commercial coated peanut business owner? And do you know the qualities that your customers are expecting from your products? Do you have challenges in getting right the sensory properties of your coated peanut right? Do you have any customers' quality complaint that you are struggling to fix? Have you for any reason felt that your product is substandard, especially after comparing it with other peanut products in the market? Worry no more, for I am here for you. In today's video, I will teach you all the expected qualities and sensory attributes that a commercially coated peanut product should have. What it means if your products do not have these qualities, what you are possibly doing wrongly, and how to fix them immediately. Oh, this is actually part of my online masterclass paid course that I am just giving out here for free. So subscribe and hit the like button if you want more. The first quality that your coated peanut must have, whether commercial or home use, is crunchiness. What is crunchiness? Crunchiness is that satisfying sound and crisp resistance you hear and feel when you bite into a well-fried coated peanut. It is the first thing your customer notice and judge when they consume your product. It is a function of a low moisture content in your coating after frying, especially when fried at the right temperature. When your peanut is not crunchy, it means either that your frying heat was just too much or you did not fry to the point of crispiness before scooping out of the heat. When your frying heat is too high, the outer part of your peanut brown quickly before the surface moisture evaporates, leaving moisture trapped inside your coating and producing a soft or chewy texture. After frying and cooling of your peanut, uncrunchiness can also happen due to prolonged contact or reaction with air. Solution: fry your peanut in a medium-low heat for about 6 to 10 minutes. And wait patiently until the crust of your peanut is completely brown before you scoop. During cooling, once there is no longer heat sensation in your coated and fried peanut, protect the peanut from air reaction by packaging in a closed container. Also endeavor to see that your packaging is air-proof. Do this and your peanut will remain crunchy as long as you wanted. You get the point now? Good. Number 2, friability. What is friability? Friability is that mouth-scattering, pleasant crumbling property of a well-made coated peanut. And here is why it matters. Friability is what separates a quality coated peanut from an ordinary one. Everybody can make coated peanut, but only few producers knows what and how to make their peanut friable. It is a secret quality that discerning customers rate above taste itself. Let me ask you, is your peanut strong or friable? Your coated peanut can either be hard or friable. It cannot be both at the same time. Now listen, if your peanut is not friable, it means it is dense and hard, signifying too much use of water instead of egg in your coating liquid. It also means that even when you use egg, your egg was not whisked thoroughly enough to incorporate air into the protein structure to create that light porous coating that breaks apart pleasantly in the mouth. And that is friability in description. Now, what is the solution? For solution, please listen. I know that you want to save costs by using more water instead of egg. But listen, here is the secret. Do not add water freely into your coating liquid, but instead bound them in a solvent like milk powder before adding directly into your egg mixture. Whisk your egg and sugar thoroughly until the foaming becomes white. Many of you do not know that if your egg is well beaten, it expands in volume, giving you the exact coating volume you normally get when you mix water. Always use egg in place of water to achieve a light friable texture. I usually coat a batch of 3 cups of groundnut with just 3 eggs and still have enough liquid to completely coat my peanuts due to thorough whisking. And this is what gives my peanut that light texture that makes it break easily in the mouth, which is friability, instead of dense, hard, and crusty texture you normally get. Another secret of my friable peanut is the use of baking soda with or without baking powder. Try this out and give me your review in the comment section. And in case you do not know what I'm talking about, or you will prefer one-on-one mentorship, please click the contact link in my bio or in the description. Let's have one-on-one business conversation. Clear? Number 3, moistness. What is moistness? The moistness of a peanut is the irresistible eating property that triggers your brain to eat more and more after every bite. In food science, this is called sensory-specific satiety reversal. In moistness, the contribution of texture, flavor, and aroma stimulates continued eating rather than satisfaction. So when you see your customers coming back to buy again after their previous purchase, it is not longer truth, but a food sensory quality which compels them to keep eating more and more. And the beauty of this attribute is that the more of your peanut they eat, the more sales you make and the more profit you gain. Now, what brings about moistness in your coated peanuts? Moistness is not a single ingredient, it is a result of crunchiness, friability, and flavor all working together perfectly. Yes, when your peanut is crunchy, breaks apart pleasantly in the mouth, and releases a burst of delicious flavors simultaneously, the brain receives a powerful multisensory reward that immediately demands repetition. And that is why they can't stop buying, and I like it. I hope you like it too. You like them eating your peanut for no reason. Now, what if your peanut is not moist? It means it's lacking in either crunchiness, friability, or flavor. A peanut without moistness will struggle to build a loyal customers. And loyal customers are the foundation of a sustainable patronage in peanut business. Always ensure that every batch of your peanut produce is at its best in terms of crunchiness, friability, and flavor. Now, speaking about flavor, I love using combination of flavors like up to 3 or more to keep my customers suspended in the air. Yes, I love seeing them guessing what exactly am I adding in my peanuts, which is always better than using just a flavor, be it natural, industrial, or synthetic flavor. If you are gaining value, please hit the like button and let's continue. And if you have not subscribed, I don't know what you are waiting for. Please, you can do better. You are welcome. Number 5, attractiveness. What is attractiveness? Yes, it is the visual appeal of your coated peanut, its color, brightness, and overall appearance. Appearance is the first quality attribute a customer evaluates even before smell or taste of your product. Now, let me ask you, what exactly do you think that actually makes your peanuts to be very attractive? Now, I will tell you. Attractiveness is achieved through color enhancement. Yes, a naturally coated peanut has a pale or dull color after frying. It is now left for you to make your products more attractive during production through color enhancement. You can achieve this by consciously choosing ingredients that will boost the color and the look of your product, which is natural means, or through the addition of food-grade colors and pigments, either directly or indirectly, into your peanuts. If you are using milk as one of the ingredients in your peanut production, you may not bother much because milk has a way of contributing to how attractive your peanut looks. Yes, milk has a way of refining the appearance of your peanuts due to Maillard reaction that occurs between the milk protein and the reducing sugar during frying. On the other hand, the choice of ingredients used in your coated peanut production can negatively affect the appearance or how attractive your peanut looks. This is because peanut is that snack that is color sensitive. The use of natural brown or dark ingredients, especially nutmeg or cinnamon in excess, makes your coated peanuts unattractively dark in look, and it can be quite unappealing or even unpleasant. And if you're using nutmeg, I believe you will know what I'm talking about. So choose your ingredient wisely. You can also use browning or caramel to enhance the natural look of your peanut if you prefer that. Otherwise, you go for synthetic means, which is food grade colors like egg yellow, red velvet, or any color of your choice. Sometimes I prefer to use substances that will indirectly introduce or enhance the color of my peanuts, like yellow custard powder and yellowish milk flavor. Finally, let's look at the last coated peanut quality for today, which is tenderness. Peanut tenderness is that rich property of a well-coated peanut that gives a soft, pleasant feel when beaten. In production, every sensory attribute of your product is a statement that reveals what actually goes on in your production room. When your coated peanut is tender, it is sending a direct message to your customers that it was produced with rich ingredients. If your coated peanut is not tender, it means your coating batter is lacking sufficient protein that is needed to disrupt the flour gluten that brings about hardness. The two major sources of this protein are milk and egg. Even I myself have been guilty of this in my previous recipes, and many of my followers using my recipes have experienced hardness in their production as a result. And of course, I have desisted from that act. So always ensure to incorporate protein from egg and milk in the right proportion to promote and achieve tender coated peanut without increasing your cost of production. There are other important peanut coating qualities and attributes that I will also like to share with you, but time will no longer permit me in this video, so I will do that in my subsequent videos. Now tell me, did you learn anything today? Is there anything you feel like you can correct in your production just the way I corrected myself? Let me know in the comment section. We all grow and learn every day. If you have any question, please drop it under this video. Don't come to my DM to ask me questions. My DM is reserved for my paying customers. those who really want one-on-one coaching, and those who are interested in buying peanut coating machine. My online peanut coating course video will soon be ready, and it is loaded. What I've just given you is just a tip of an iceberg. Thank you and see you in the next one. Bye for now.